What's going on, everyone? My name's Lior and I'm with Compass out of Boston, and in this video we're going to talk about whether it's worth for you to sell your home amid coronavirus. So let's get at it. What's going on, everyone? My name's Lior and I'm with Compass out of Boston, and in this video we're going to be talking about whether you should consider selling your home with everything going on with the coronavirus pandemic. Now, before we get into it, two quick things. Number one, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, smash that subscribe button. I put out tons of new videos every single week talking all about different cities and towns all around the greater Boston area, tips on buying, tips on selling and investing. So if you haven't already subscribed, smash that button. And number two, if you guys are even considering doing anything with real estate around the greater Boston area, whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, whatever it may be, I get so many calls from you guys watching my videos, and I absolutely love it. So if you are even thinking about doing anything, hit me up on call, email, text, phone, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, and I will help you out. So let's get into the content today, which is whether you should consider selling your home with the coronavirus pandemic. And we're going to be talking about it from two different facets. Number one is going to be financial, and number two is going to be logistical. So let's talk from a financial perspective, right? Is it really worth selling your home? Well, let's look at the factors going on right now. Today, number one is we got to consider the interest rates. And the interest rates have been absolutely historically low. They're incredibly low right now. I've just had buyers get pre-approved at like 2.6%. I've had investors get pre-approved under 3%. I mean, these rates are insanely low. And that's been driving a lot of buyers to go to the market and buy homes, right? Because they can lock in these incredibly low mortgage rates. That means their monthly payments go down. It means they can afford more house when their payments go down. So buyers are out there. They're super active, especially with these rates. It's causing a lot of frenzy out there for buyers. So obviously what that means for you as a seller is more buyers, more competition, the higher the price you can get. Now let's look at factor number two, which is inventory. Now, up to about a couple of months ago when coronavirus was really in full swing, inventory, especially around the greater Boston area, was really tight, right? You didn't have as many homes on the market for sale. And when you have little homes and a lot of buyers, right, prices again tend to go up because there's less selection for each of those buyers. Now, over the last few months, so right now I'm recording this in July, so I'd say over June and July, we've seen more and more homes come on the market. Now, it's still relatively tight inventory, but as of right now, the inventory is still tight enough where it's still not enough for all of these buyers out there in the market. So each home is getting a lot of attention, a lot of attention from many, many buyers. So again, it's allowing homeowners to really get very strong, attractive pricing on their houses. As an example, I just went to an open house last weekend with a buyer, and I'm not even kidding. There was over 100 people in line to get into the house. It was a 30-minute wait. So if that doesn't give you a signal of what it's like right now, that's literally what it's like, right? There's just so many buyers. Inventory is still kind of limited. And for sellers, that means prices typically can go up. And the final thing I'll say about from a financial perspective is, as long as the home is priced well today, and it's a good home, right? It's not, it doesn't need like a ton of work. As long as the home is good and it's priced really well, good homes today fly off the shelf, right? Again, there's just so many people out there, especially with everything that happened with coronavirus, want their own homes. They're looking for specific features. So there's a lot of very motivated buyers out there. So good homes really do fly off the shelf very quickly. Now, let's go into facet number two, which is the logistical, right? So, and from logistical, I'm going to talk about two things. Number one, from actually showing your house, right? Yes, coronavirus is still going on, and you will need to have buyers come through into either an open house or scheduled private showings. So we are still following CDC guidelines. So as a seller, if that's something you're concerned about, we do insist that all buyers still wear masks. If it's even a more serious situation, we would even ask for all buyers to wear gloves, booties, basically any way to protect and really limit any sort of transmission of the virus. So again, it's certainly a real concern for a lot of people today, but we are taking a lot of precautions, figuring out the best ways to continue to logistically do showings, get buyers in there so that we can get you the best possible offer. And finally, the second component to that from a logistical perspective is, hey, if you're going to sell your house, you're going to need to move, right? So you're going to need to get packers, you're going to have to have movers, you're going to have to move across town, rent trucks, whatever it is, right? And again, especially amidst everything going on with coronavirus, that's obviously a lot of contact points for with the public, with rented equipment, et cetera, et cetera. So you got to be comfortable with that. Again, there's obviously all these sorts of companies have implemented their own policies about ways to limit transmission. But at the end of the day, as long as you're comfortable with that and you take the proper precautions, right? We always wear masks, gloves, et cetera, et cetera. It is still very possible. You just got to be comfortable with it. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that kind of sparks some ideas in your head. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns, whatever it may be, shoot them below. And like I said, guys, I get so many phone calls from you guys asking me all about buying, selling, investing around the greater Boston area, you guys that watch my videos, and I love it. So if you have any of those, just hit me up and I will help you